y'all doing? It's PawPaw again. Oh, I tell you what, I wasn't going to go through another winter like I did last year with no source of heat at all in here. I mean, I had a little plug-in electric heater, but that don't put out much. And I do realize this is a huge building, and it's not insulated, but if I could just keep the chill off of an area where I'm working, I'd be happy. Give you a little background on this. This heater I purchased at a auction site, a local warehouse up in Laverne, Tennessee, called Bid FTA. Bid FTA. Yeah, I think that's right. Bid FTA. Anyway, they sell items that are returned to the retailer, or items that the manufacturer no longer wants to fool with, you know, in lots, odd lots, whatever. And this heater is $169 at Lowe's. And I bought it for 45 bucks. Never been used, ever. Still had the little tape across the control knobs and everything. And I said, well, hell, I'll take it. You know, I'll gamble 45 bucks. Hell, if I got to buy some parts for it, you know, it's not that big a deal. Well, I want to tell you what I like about this heater and what I do not like. One thing I like about the heater is, by golly, it puts out some heat. Now, it really does. It's got the little igniter up here where you turn the pilot, you push down on the knob, and you hit your igniter and it sparks, and then you got a pilot light, and then you, I gotta learn which way to turn the damn knob. Okay. Supposed to do this for 30 seconds. There. Get you closer where you can see the heat, see the flame. Yeah, you can see that. So anyway, that's quite a bit of heat that puts out, and I've got it set real low. But that's what I like about it now. By golly, it puts out some heat. But now let me tell you what I don't like. The only thing that this heater came with is what you actually see right here. And I bought a two-stage regulator. Let me show you what that looks like. So you gotta have that. I bought a two-stage regulator kit. It's complete with the hose and some fittings and stuff. That thing right there, that's a two-stage. And then of course you get the hose. Now, the kit, like I said, it actually came with it came with brass fittings that screw in the back of this thing and all that. So here I get this all hooked up. I waited impatiently for Amazon to bring my two-stage regulator kit. And it come with the brass fittings, it came with the Teflon tape, it come with everything. And I put it all together, and I could not get this damn thing to go make the little sparks to light the pilot light. And you're not supposed to use a match or anything like that. You're supposed to use the electronic ignition. Of course, they tell you that to keep somebody from getting themselves burned or suing the company because they were stupid. I don't know. But anyway, I'm pushing on this igniter button up here, pushing on it, pushing on it, and pushing on it. And by God, that right there. And by God, that thing would not click, no matter what I tried. Well, you know how it is. If you want to know how something's done, get on YouTube. So that's what I did. I got on YouTube. Because the instructions that came with this thing wasn't worth a shit. I mean, not worth a shit. And I'm like, why does the igniter not spark? So I read, it says, oh, well, you got to have, maybe your igniter module is bad. And I'm sitting there saying, so I said to myself, I said, self, maybe that igniter module is bad. Maybe that's why they returned it. And I got to studying on it, and I said, how would they know the igniter module's bad? Because it still had the tape over the knobs and stuff, you know. You could tell gas had never been hooked up to it. So I kept researching, and it finally said, I found somewhere where it said, you know, you may need to replace the battery in the module, ignition module. And I'm like, I got my flashlight, I'm looking all over the damn place, in the back, up underneath it, on top of it, in the front of it, everywhere I can look with a flashlight. And I cannot find a battery nowhere. Oh, I was getting ticked off. So I go in there on YouTube, how do I change the battery in this module number AQ00045, something like that. And some old boy had a video on YouTube how to do it. And that ignition switch that you push down, you just unscrew it, and you put a AAA battery in it. These cheap sons of guns didn't even put a battery in a darn thing. I guess they figure if they did, somebody might push the button and catch the boat on fire or something, you know, coming across from China. I'm sure it's made in China. Anyway, I'm pleased now, but you got to put a battery in that thing. And like I said, all you do is just unscrew that ignition button and then to do it. And then whenever you push down on it, you want to look down there and see little sparks jumping. Tick, 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 tick. Well, I got that far. All right. Got my sparks, but I ain't got no pilot light. What the hell? I'm over here, I've got the tank opened up. I know I've got gas in the tank because I just used it with that big old thing that's got a blowtorch on the end of it, you know, to go out and burn weeds or set fires. And I said, well, I know I got gas, so I said, well, that two-stage regulator, you know, it really decreases the PSI, you know, how much pressure you're getting to the unit itself. And so I decided, you know, I was talking about if you smell gas. Well, I didn't smell no gas. And I'm holding down the button, you know, holding it down to light the pilot, and there ain't nothing happening. Can't smell nothing. So I figured, you know, because there's so little pressure, and that's like a 12-foot hose, it's going to take forever to purge that air out. So what I did is I went on the back of it, and I loosened up the fitting from the hose to the heater. I loosened it up until I could smell gas, you know, it leaked. Propane stinks. And, okay. Now I know I got gas that far, so I tightened it back down. Come back in there, holding the pilot down and hitting the ignition button, and nothing happening. I mean, getting my tick, 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 tick little sparks, but I ain't getting no fire. And I remember it said, you may have to hold that button for as long as 30 seconds. So I held it down for a good 30 seconds. Then I hit the igniter. Tick, 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 nothing. I kept holding it down for another 30 seconds. Finally, the little pilot light, little pilot flame comes on. Well, you're still supposed to hold that big button down, not the igniter, but the other, until your thermocouple gets hot, or it'll just shut off. So anyway, we got her done. So I just want to tell you all about this in case you decide you want to buy one of these. Make sure you got a battery in the igniter. Oh, that took me a little AAA battery, that's all it was. And the note on this thing, where it was returned but to Lowe's, said there was parts missing. A return ticket over there, right there, says parts missing. There wasn't nothing missing off this thing. It's just operator error, like it almost was to me. But I ain't afraid to ask. Them people that think they know everything are very frustrating to those of us that do. And so I try to, if I don't know something, I try to look it up. I like to learn something new every day. All right, well, I run my mouth long enough. I will tell you, I don't know how long this heater will last. I don't know if it's going to last 2 years, 20 years, or 2 days. But, nice and warmed out. I'm going to make me a roll-around cart, like a welding cart, like you put your welder on and all that. And I'm going to fabricate it to where this can roll around with the propane tank. So I can roll it around the shop wherever I want it. That's a video for another day. Folks, I appreciate each and every one of you that has been watching my videos. I appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate people that haven't subscribed. As long as they're watching, that's all right. Because I ain't never going to make it to that next level. You got to have 1 million subscribers to get another play button plaque. That ain't happening. I'm too old for this yet. But I do want to tell you that my old buddy David, on a previous video, I told y'all he ain't doing too good. Well, he ain't doing perfect. He's in a little bit better spirits because you people lifted him up in prayer. There were hundreds of you that prayed for my old buddy David. And all of a sudden he gets a call from the doctor. Another doctor says, I think I can help you with your problem. I mean, he just about give it up. And out of the blue, he gets a call from a doctor that says, I think I can help you. So God bless each and every one of you. Please say a prayer for my old buddy David Bragg. He's a good man. He's the fellow you see go around fishing with me or doing a few live streams way back when. But let's try to lift that man up in prayer and try to make sure he has a good, memorable Christmas. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye, everybody.